You could say that this thing is a seriously tough car. Let's give it a little squirt. Oh, it's quick! It's quick! Feels good to be there?
Yes, better.
How do you normally drive your car?
Like that.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Wong, and today we are showcasing an absolute gem of a JDM icon. Take a look at this. This right here is a 1974 Mazda RX4, and it's fully done up with a big turbo 13B Bridgeport engine. It is a showcase of Japanese engineering at its finest, and guys, just take a look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous from every single angle. The wheels, the interior, and the motor on this thing is absolutely insane. So we're out here with the owner and the man himself. James, good to meet you, man. How are you?
Good, man.
Good, good. Can you tell us a little bit about your pride and joy over here?
Had it for 24 years.
24 years?
Yeah, so it was my first car. I bought it when I was 17.
It blows my mind that you've had it for 24 years. I think you've probably had this car longer than anyone else that I've ever featured.
It's a long time. I think I just never got to the point where I wanted to finish it or got it done properly, so it always kept me pushing to keep going.
Do you have any photos of what it used to look like?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh man, you've got to show me. I'll put it all up here in the video.
Yeah, sweet. Especially when I bought it.
It's just crazy. But we should probably have a look at the engine bay. And something about all the old school rotaries is that they pop up like that. Can you tell us what you've got?
So it's just a 13B turbo Cosmo motor, G42.
Wow, massive turbo.
Yeah, it's big for the streets, big for a manual. It's probably better for an auto, but it's yeah, it comes on a bit late for me.
It's a factory manual.
Yeah, factory 4-speed manual.
Wow.
So I stuck with a manual. Got an R154
from a Chaser.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good gearboxes. It's kept up alright so far.
That's crazy. This is the first RX2, RX3, RX4 with a manual that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think everyone goes manualized autos, which is cool.
Yeah, the autos are quicker for if you want to go fast.
Yeah. For a street
and
car.
then probably better if you don't want to keep changing and breaking gearboxes.
You built this car yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a lot of the stuff. I've done the exhaust, all the body work. I paid someone else to do it, and it just went to shit. So I ended up learning how to do it on this car.
You learned on this car?
Yeah, probably the only reason it actually ever got finished.
Shout out to COVID, I guess.
Yeah, COVID was the best thing for the car getting done.
And I think a question that we all want to ask, James, is it reliable?
It has been.
What a car! How many Ks have you done on this setup?
I've done 3,000.
Oh, easy.
So it's been good.
That's good.
Yeah.
And previously it's always been reliable for you as well.
I think that's the most Ks I've ever done in the 24 years I've owned it. So everyone that knows the car knows me, knows I never drove it because I never had it on the road. So it's been enjoyable for the last 3 years to actually drive it.
So you've basically done like 100 kilometers every single year, if you think about it.
So.
Insane, man. So what I like about this car is that it's not just the engine bay. Everything on it is beautiful. Have a look at these brakes, guys. Are these Lamborghini brakes?
So Lamborghini calipers, 8-spot or 8-pot if you want to call it.
What car are they off?
I think it's a 2004
Gallardo?
Gallardo, yeah.
That's insane.
So we've got VE hubs on there, so the stub axle's not on there anymore. So we've got running VE hubs, so that helps with the bigger wheels and the bigger discs.
And there's Simmons wheels?
Yeah, Simmons.
Nice. Can't go wrong with Simmons on a Rotary.
I wish I had something else, but yeah.
For the
Simmons.
next build.
Yeah, next build.
Stay tuned, guys. Looking good. And guys, check out the back before we go into the interior. It's a tough RX, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a tough one.
Wow.
So some of the mods are just put the no door locks, so it's got rear sedan door handles in there.
Okay.
So they're not hard to modify to do.
They look really nice. Let's have a look at the interior on this thing.
Added electric windows in it. It's got a digital radio in there, so you can plug in the phone and play music through the phone.
Wow, that is super clean.
And then a Fueltech FT550, just mounted in the dash. So I wanted the old school look still. Yep. With the automators.
Of course.
So it doesn't date.
It's a really nice touch.
Because every time you put a computer on, there's a new computer
off.
comes off, comes a new one, and then you're stuck trying to catch up to it. So.
Exactly right.
The back seats have got retractable seat belts, so they come through the seat.
Wow.
And then, because they're mounted underneath the seat, we had to make a custom parcel shelf.
Okay.
So it looks like a factory one.
That's super nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit slimmer than the original one. So.
It's a true time capsule just looking at the interior of this car, hey?
Yeah, I was trying to not lose the factory look of it,
Yeah.
without over modernising it.
I think the RX4 has the most cockpit style interior.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Out of all the other
That's
ones.
why I didn't want to lose the gauges and just put a computer in there.
Yeah.
It was about the gauges for me. That's why I always loved the car.
Yeah.
So I've got all the warning lights in here that I made up as well.
Very, very nice.
Just the details, but not overdoing it. Yeah. So.
And I love that manual in there. I think that makes the car a true street car.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a fastback shape.
Yeah.
Almost like a Mustang in some ways.
Yeah. So I cop a bit of slack because the badge is on the wrong way. But I'm a bit OCD, so I wanted them symmetrical from one side to the other.
Ah,
so
okay,
all the indicators, everything is symmetrical. The reflectors, everything's symmetrical, so I wanted the badges to match, even though the factory the opposite way around, but
right.
I can live with that.
It makes sense. But guys, have a look at this back end here. This is truly a tough car. I really think this looks different to even the 2s and the 3s. It looks premium.
Yeah, it has. It's
in a way that's just different, hey?
It is different.
So, this is factory?
Yeah, that's factory.
Wow.
It's only really like a tin foil, so it's quite light, easy to damage.
Right.
But the rear bar and the front bar is one piece.
Oh, okay.
Then I put the LEDs in there and put 2 reverse lights so I could actually see when I'm reversing, but I wanted the flush look as well. And then I put a button for a boot release.
That's sick. And guys, have a look at the front end on the RX4. It is so nice.
So I got a one-piece bar on the front and just an air intake and the headlights. So I just done the second one just so it looked symmetrical again, just so it looked balanced, didn't look out of place. But that runs straight into the airbox, into the turbo.
Ah, that's the headlight delete.
Yeah.
So sick. You know when the car's fast when it has a hole.
Yeah, well, it just looks nicer too, so I'll just...
Yeah, it does. It looks really good.
Yeah, something different.
I just like the slats. Everything's just so sharp.
Yeah. It's a nice sharp finish and front end, so...
A clean showcase of a JDM legend, really.
Yeah,
very, very, very cool. And I really like this touch here. If you guys can see, it says fasten seatbelt while seated. Your life jacket is under the seat. So cool. Yeah. Can I ask why you wanted to buy an RX4 as your first car?
I actually didn't want an RX4. I wanted either a sedan, RX4, RX3 coupe, or sedan. And this one came up for sale at Calder Park.
Calder Park?
Yeah, Calder Park. So it was one of the guys that was working there. It was his brother's car, so he was using it because he didn't have his car at the time.
Yeah.
And he was actually working at Calder Park, so it was advertised there, and then I seen it another time, second time, and then threw in an offer, and I just bought it because that's what I could afford at the time.
Yeah.
And
did you get it for a good price back then?
I think I paid $1,500 for it.
Wow.
So I had a 13B Bridgie in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just a NA.
NA.
It was a nice car, it was clean, but it was, needed some love.
That's next level.
Yeah, so.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Guys, enough talk. I think this car is probably best seen on the street, being driven. So we're gonna go for a send.
Let's go send it.
Let's go, bro.
Thanks, man.
Keen as. Holy moly. Okay, how do we start this beast up?
So ignition's on, just start pressing that button.
Press that button.
Yeah.
Do I put the clutch in?
Nah, that's right.
Oh man, that's sick. It's very high tech though, the way it's set up.
Yeah, it's nice.
What's the ECU you're running on
So
this?
that's a fuel tank.
A fuel tech ECU, okay.
Yeah.
That is nice. Very tasteful, and it sounds perfect.
Yeah,
it's not too loud.
No, it's not loud.
It's a very nice pitch. Is there a valve on it?
No valves.
Okay.
I don't do valves.
Nice.
It's one tone.
One tone for life. I can't believe this is a manual in it.
Yeah.
A true street car. No power steering?
No.
Give it a rev. Bit of a rev. It likes a bit of revs, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's give it a little squirt. A few cars here. Oh, it's quick! It's quick! That was like 5% throttle, guys. Is it more of a cruiser for you, or?
I think with the turbo size, it's hard not to be a cruiser.
Okay.
So
500 rear wheel horsepower. It's quick. It's not scary though, hey?
No, it's not.
It feels so planned.
smooth.
It's so smooth. I've been in a lot of fast cars and they really frighten me, but
Yeah.
this is just very nice to drive. Just gently hop on the throttle. This is mad. I love it. I love it. It doesn't frighten you. It just feels like it was built for this car in such a nice way. How are you feeling over there?
Yeah, right.
A bit scared? Alright, we'll do a U-turn and we'll let James take over and show us how it's done. Alright guys, let's have a look at this thing in the sun. Gorgeous. Wow. I think you could say that this thing is a seriously tough car. And out here, I think it looks absolutely insane. 500 horsepower. Beautiful. Feels good to be there?
Yeah, it's better.
I wasn't really ready for that, man. You're a monster! How do you normally drive your car?
Like that.
Like you stole it?
Yeah.
That's the only way to drive it.
Again, a few mates have told me off for it. They're like, it's too nice to drive like that, but
I was thinking that too. But you built it for a reason.
Yeah.
You bought it for this reason. Holy. What a car! It doesn't look like it's capable of doing the silly stuff.
nah, you gotta put your foot in it.
You
give it
really
a hard
gotta
time.
drive it, yeah?
The suspension makes it really hard to get the tyres going,
Okay,
but
okay.
it hooks up like a beast.
It hooks up like a champ.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I was just teasing it, tickling it.
It's not a lot of cars, especially like these, have got big power, so it's a lot easier.
Okay,
But
okay.
this is like power to weight is perfect, so you really got to get into it to get it.
100%.
to go. But
How heavy is this car?
I think it's 1320
Okay,
weight,
1320.
which is pretty heavy. It's supposed to be about 1100 standard.
But you've got all the
Yeah, all
aftermarket parts. What's your favorite part about driving this car?
Just driving it.
Just driving the wheels off, hey? My man. Man, this thing rips. Everyone loves to see it. Crazy! Man, this thing goes. You know, it's a car that's not just about the way it looks. It's about the way it drives, the sound, the full experience of what this car is. This is a true car, isn't it? Wow. It's okay.
Just that one.
Is it alright? Has this happened before?
Sounds better.
We made it back in one piece. Holy moly, what a car. Let's have one last look at this thing. It is gorgeous. Thank you so much, James. That was an absolute blast. What a drive.
Thanks, man.
You're quite a crazy driver, I'd
Yeah, a
say.
little bit.
And this car is just as crazy as well, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this stunning Mazda RX4. It has been such a pleasure of the car to showcase out here. So once again, shout out to James. Be sure to check him out on Instagram here. If you liked the video and you like the car, hit that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel, and guys, we will see you in the next one. Take care.